Greetings, everyone. Happy 2022. It's here. This is Audra Johnson, CEO of The Enterprising Woman, where we are about all things entrepreneur. I'm also your go-to and your subject matter expert for small business startups, all things cleaning and health and wellness. Today's broadcast is starting out with a word of encouragement to each and every one of you, especially those that are looking at their year 2021 and they had certain goals, they had certain benchmarks, they had certain levels that they wanted to reach, and for some reason, those levels were not hit. I want to tell you, listen, don't give up. Don't look at your bottom line. Don't even look at the losses in a negative way. You know, one thing about entrepreneurship, there are going to be times where you take a hit here and there. It's just the nature of the business. But, you know, the goal is to learn from any loss because it's a lesson, it's a teaching moment. And there are ways to take every teaching moment and capitalize on it. There are ways to take those teaching moments and capitalize on it as the business owner, and you can package those teaching moments. You can put them in an ebook and you can capitalize on them that way. So guess what? You can make your losses pay you. So back to this word of encouragement. You know, a lot of times, you know, it's easy to become, let's say, regimented in what you're doing as an entrepreneur, especially if it's working, when it's working. You can have multiple streams to the extent that, you know, you're navigating so many streams that there are other streams that you really should investigate and look into that can be connected to your current streams. Or there are streams that you need to scale up, but for some reason you have too many irons in the fire. So this is why I tell people every month, look at everything. Look at the calendar, do your forecasting. Look at your bottom line every day or every week. You know, look at what's happening in your territory, in your region, or even in the nation, you know, depending on the type of business that you operate. You know, the Super Bowl, for example, is going to be in California this year. Well, I'm from California, so guess what? I have already scaled and staged opportunities to make money out there during Super Bowl. So I just gave you guys free game. Every year, seek out where the Super Bowl is going to be. Seek out where the World Series is going to be. Seek out where these major events are going to be located. And if you live in that area, if you're from that area, or even if you just, you know, want to explore something different and can afford to do that, you know, investigate. Look at opportunities that you can take advantage of to make money. Those type of events, along with many other major events, they produce. That's all I'm going to say. Now back to, you know, the whole thing regarding this word of encouragement. I want you to realize as an entrepreneur, you must always reinvent yourself. Remember, this whole global reset that we've been living under for almost 2 years, if it didn't teach you anything, it should have taught you that you have to reinvent yourself. Now, we must be willing to face the truth about things before we can even do that. You know, a lot of times it's easy to fall in love with something you do. It's easy to even fall in love with a dream. You know, you launch, you release, but there's so many things that must be done after you launch your business, after you know, have your grand opening. Coaching is very necessary. You know, I have like 3 coaches, 3. And that's just in one of my businesses. I'm grateful to be able to take principles through my coaching experiences with my coaches, and I can apply a lot of it to other areas of business, okay? But coaching is necessary. And I know a lot of people, when they're getting started, they feel like, they don't have the money, or they get in fear, and all of that. But, coaching is important. Consulting is important. And those of you that don't want to spend the money on coaching or consulting, guess what? Your consulting, coaching, or education, I'll call it personal and professional development. Because that's another, that's another way or another term for coaching and consulting. Because it really starts with my personal and my professional development, because I'm only going to be as successful as I am personally and professionally, right? So part of your personal and your professional development is really digging deep in the wells of your spirit on the inside of you, because it's about really discovering those talents, those gifts, and those skills that are within you that you enjoy doing, and learning how to create income streams with those. Now, many of us were already, doing that. But those of you that may be watching this for the first time, and you may work full time, in the marketplace, but you have a side hustle, or you're thinking about a side hustle, dig deep inside. Do your personal and professional development. Do your own self-education on yourself. Assess your strengths. Assess your weaknesses. Assess your likes and your dislikes. Assess the fact that you enjoy working with people or you don't. Assess the fact that you prefer working from home versus working out and about in the public. See, there's so many forms of entrepreneurship. And that's what I love about it. I love entrepreneurship because I really believe personally, I personally know, I'll speak for me. I was created to be an entrepreneur. I don't think that I ever was meant to work in the marketplace. Now, that's me. And I know even in the marketplace, if you know that you're called to be self-employed, it's still about taking everything that you've learned in the marketplace and packaging it, adding your skill set to it, and creating a business or income stream. Now, I know you have to be careful, because when you work in the marketplace in corporate America, private industry, you're signing all these agreements. You're signing intellectual property agreements. You're signing confidentiality agreements, and you're really signing over your mind. You're signing over your intellect. You're signing over your creativity, because at the end of the day, they really want what's in your head, your creativity. They want what's in your mind for a paycheck in return. And most of the times, I only speak for me, I was never paid what I was worth. I just wasn't. So back to this encouragement. As you reinvent yourself, you're going to have to take a leap of faith. You have to take a leap of faith. You have to, again, as I said earlier, take losses as lessons. Even disappointments, take it as lessons. And when you decide to reinvent yourself, I'm going to give you a little nugget. Businesses that provide services on any level that are necessary in this era, in this climate we're in, those are good businesses to research. So I'll be coming back here pretty much sharing different types of businesses that are profitable at this time, businesses that you can start on a shoestring budget and turn a quick profit immediately. But again, my word of encouragement to you on this day, January 2nd, 2022, is to not give up. If you feel as if you did not succeed or fulfill your goals, every day you get a new day, another 24 hours to start over. So manage your time wisely. Be honest with yourself. Assess what you like, what you don't like. Assess your strengths and your weaknesses, and do your due diligence. If you need coaching, I'm here. If you need someone to help you put a framework around the vision you have, I'm here. You can inbox me. You can email me. I consult. My website is theenterprisingwoman.com, and you can schedule a very, very, very economically you can schedule a consult with me, and it's extremely reasonable. Those of you that may have questions about how do I start, how do I do it, go into my album of videos. I talk about a lot of different things, but what I don't want to see is you get stuck. Don't get stuck. And never, ever, ever think that non-supporters can stop you from succeeding. Non-supporters are non-factors. There's money to be made out there. So, on that note, I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful day, night, or evening, and Happy New Year.